Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I haven't done in one of these videos in a couple of months now, so I wanted to do a full face of drugstore makeup today, and I'm going to be using one of my favorite drugstore products. If you want to tag along and get ready with me, just keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to do is to add a primer, and for that I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. I'm not a big believer on using a primer. I'd rather use a setting spray than a primer, but this literally works really well on blurring my pores. Like, I can definitely see that it works a lot. So what I'm doing is basically just applying this on my T-zone mostly, and then just spreading out the rest of the product. I already have my skincare on, and I'm just using this primer to blur my pores a little bit. For my foundation, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Dewy Finish. I love this product because it's a great match for me. And I like the applicator. I think it makes it really easy to spread it out on my face. And what I do is just to blend this out with my beauty sponge. This foundation is not as dewy as you'd think. I think it has more of a natural finish than a dewy finish, which I really like. I have really dry skin, but yet I don't like a lot of the really dewy foundations. I think I'm more of a natural finish girl. What I do for my brows is usually just to use a tinted brow gel, which is a higher end product. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's one of my two go-tos. But for this video's sake, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild eyebrow kit. And I'm going to be working with these two shades basically. And I'm just going to take an eyeliner brush. This is a MAC 208S, and I'm just gonna dip into this shade and then a little bit of this shade and just work on filling my brows a little bit. Alright, for my bronzer, I'm gonna be using one of my go-tos. This is the Physicians Formula bronzer in the original shade. I think it's called bronzer. So I'm taking a Bobbi Brown bronzer brush and I'm dipping into this, and this gives a very neutral looking bronzer. I think it looks really good with my skin tone. See? It's very neutral. It's not too orangey or it's not too dark. It's just the perfect amount of pigment. For my concealer, I'm going to be using my Licked concealer. This is a drugstore product. I don't know if you can get this in the States, but you can definitely get this in Europe or in the Middle East. And I'm gonna blend that out with my beauty sponge. So let's set the center of my face a little bit with my Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. And for that, I'm gonna use my fluffy Real Techniques brush. For my blush, I'm going to use one of my favorite blushes from the drugstore. This is the Wet n Wild blush in the shade, what's the shade? Is it Mellow Wine? I think it's Mellow Wine. It's a very nice rusty red shade. And for the brush, I'm just gonna be using my MAC, it's a MAC synthetic brush. The label is totally rubbed off, so I don't know what this is, but it's just a multi-use brush that I use for sometimes for powder, sometimes for blush. Now for the eyes, I'm gonna do a bit of an eyeliner, but I'm not gonna flick it. I'm just gonna put it on top of my lash line, my upper lash line. And I'm using my Tattoo ink liner in the shade brown. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this on my upper lash line. And to smudge this a little bit, I'm using my Sigma E34. Before I move on to the other eye, I'm going to use a little bit more pigment. There we go. And that's all I'm going to do for the eyes. And maybe add some bronzer on my crease later on. But let's repeat the same thing on the other eye. And doing the same smudging movement with the same brush. I'm gonna add a little bit more pigment. I think at this stage what I want to do is to take my bronzer and use that on my crease as well as on my lower lash line a little bit. So for that, I'm taking my MAC 286S. This is a fluffy blending crease brush, which is one of my favorite brushes of all time. So I'm just going to add that on my crease a little bit, just to add a little bit more dimension. And next, I'm just taking a shader brush and just using that to add the pigment on my lower lash line. Now for the eyes, that's all I'm gonna do. At this stage, you can actually add a white eyeliner on your waterline to make your eyes more open. But I'm just gonna not do that today, and I'm just gonna add some mascara. And for my mascara, I'm using my Beauliss Fake It Mascara. You can get this from Turkish drugstores. And it's one of my favorite, it is my favorite brown mascara of all time. Now for the lips, I added some lip mask. So I'm just gonna remove that. And for my lip liner today, I'm going to be using my NYX Nude Beige. And for my lipstick, I'm going to be using my The Balm Meet Matte Huges long-lasting liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Charming. What I like about this product is actually it stains your lips. And it has a very nice mauve-y, nice shade that works with a lot of the eye looks that I do. And this is the final look, you guys. So this is the final look, you guys. What do you guys think? I think this is a very nice everyday look, and it didn't take me a lot of time. I've been filming for 20 minutes, and if I didn't talk through the process, I would probably get this done in like 13 to 15 minutes. So let me know what other videos you would like to see from me, and thank you for watching. If you like this content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing all of that. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!